Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another project and video. Now this is the first impression of my Mk2 Focus ST. Not only that, but why I bought this car. She looks amazing. Let's go, guys.
Came back with a click clack and a tick, that's it, that's fresh like a tic tac. Any pagan ops that I ripped out.
Right, so let me give you a quick rundown of the vehicle. 225 brake horsepower, 320 Newton meters of torque. That's a lot for that car, but then it's a 2.5, so it's expected. 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds, a top speed of 152 miles per hour. Impressive. Right, so let's take her out and see what she drives like. And do you know what's so impressive is that 320 Newton meters of torque. I think this car is very torquey, sorry, should I say. It is obviously completely different to the Type R and the GTI, and like I said, I've not drove it properly, but I've been driving it here and there, and to be what's it doing? It moves really well. I'm actually impressed, not just by the torque, but even by the brake horsepower of this car. Right, so I've not drove this car much, so I've not actually worked it out, to be honest, but I've drove it enough to know the basics. What I think of this car, I think it's comfortable, even though these seats look a bit horrible, but it's comfortable. I think the steering wheel is quite chunky, which I don't personally like. I think the drive of the vehicle it's alright. It could be better. Things that need to be done on the vehicle, things that I need to change on the vehicle as well. Look, I don't like my cars to be quiet, and I think this is actually a bit too quiet for me. So yeah, exhaust in the future, induction kit in the future. And if you guys have any suggestions, then feel free to fire away. Right, so in my previous video I did mention that it's not a perfect car and there's things that do need doing on the car. I've got the car serviced regardless, whichever car I buy, whatever the previous owner says, I go and get them serviced regardless. So I've got it serviced. Now when it was up on the ramp, we got it checked out, and the previous owner has put lowering springs on the front but not on the rear. I don't know why he's done that, but that's something I need to sort out. The other issue, which is actually really annoying, is that the washer caps are missing, and that is absolutely annoying. I hate it. I think it just makes the car look out of place and messy, so I need to sort that out. The alloys can do with a refurb as well. Obviously the front windscreen has got a crack in it, so I need to replace that as well. And just bits like that need doing for the car to actually be what I want it to be. Mods are completely different, and I'll get onto that on another video, but there's some of the things that need to be addressed before this car is 100%. Right, so a few tips before going out and buying this car, things that I look out for when I was in the market for an ST. So I did a lot of research before I went out and bought it, pros and cons. HPI, always do a HPI check on the vehicle. Look for full service history. It's something that I look out for. especially on a car like this. there's gonna be problems. Now look out for rust, that's one. Look out for whistling when obviously starting up the car. Also white smoke, that means you might have a cracked liner. Another one is mayo under the oil cap, so look out for that as well. Just things like that, guys. Obviously be careful, because these cars are known to be thrashed about with. So if there is anybody out there in the market looking for a Focus ST, then feel free to message me and I'll help you out the best as I can. I think the car sounds really good. I love the way the car sounds. Now another thing that you need to look out for is block mod. Now I've obviously spoken to a few people and they've said block mod is not needed unless you're gonna push big power. I've seen a few cars that had the block mod done but no invoices, no receipts to prove that it's done. This one hasn't had the block mod done, but like I said, obviously I've spoken to a few people and they've told me that you only need to do a block mod if you're gonna push 300 plus brake horsepower. Another thing is the clutch on this car. Sometimes it doesn't engage with the gears, so go through, drive the car thoroughly when you go to the carry and go through all the gears. What made me buy a Focus ST? Like I said, I did speak to a lot of people and a lot of people were like, why a Focus ST? But it's just something that obviously I like. I love the way the car looks. I've wanted it in blue. Alhamdulillah, I've got it in blue, which is a bonus. And I think obviously I wanted to step up the engine. And we've got a Volvo 2.5, which I didn't know where to go. Leon, do I go and buy a Mark 6 GTI? I had S3s, but my heart was set on the Focus, and I was determined to get a Focus ST because I wanted a big change. I wanted something different, something that I've never experienced before, and here we are. Right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. Both my cars, my EP3 and also my Focus ST, are there behind me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like. Keep showing your support. Take care. I'll see you soon.